Please stand as Mrs. Zare's class leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will start with a couple of older stories that didn't get covered in our last broadcast. 2 weeks ago, Miss Lee Ryan's class had a reading celebration. They got to wear their pajamas and read tons of books. The celebration took place on the same day we had hot cocoa. Those kids are very lucky to have two celebrations in one day.
What did you like most about the reading celebration? I like to lay down and read. What's your favorite? Tacky and Trouble. Thank you.
On the 19th of January, in Miss Sierra's room had a visitor. A goat that belongs to Clayton Law came to visit the students. Clayton calls it the blue unicorn because there is a blue mark on its head. Last Friday, we had our midterm PBIS celebration. Matt Wilhelm, who is a 3-time X Game medalist, put on a great show on his trick BMX bike. He gave away some posters and even showed a couple of things to learn tricks on his bike. He stressed never to give up and not to be a boy. The best part of the show had to be when he jumped over Mrs. Ryan, Mrs. Bear, and Mrs. Lincoln. I thought Mrs. Ryan was going to have a heart attack. Let's turn it over to Ryan, who is with Matt Wilhelm.
What do you like about riding a bike?
What I like about riding a bike is that it's fun, it's good exercise, and I can be creative and make up a lot of my own tricks.
How much time and effort did you put into this?
I've put in over 10,000 hours. I've been doing this over 20 years, and yeah, I ride just about every day.
Do you like being a 3-time X Games medalist?
Yeah, I love being a champion BMX rider. This was my dream as a kid, and it's great to see it come full circle.
What does being a 10-year top pro mean to you?
Being a 10-year top pro means I've been, the top of the pro ranks for 10 years, and I think that's very awesome for me because I just get to keep going and keep learning, and there's nobody coming up behind me. I'm just trying to stay on top.
What age did you start riding bikes?
I started riding bikes and doing tricks when I was about 13, and then I learned how to ride a bike just like everyone else when I was 4 years old.
How many hours a week do you practice?
How many hours a week do I practice? 10, 20, 30 hours a week, depending on the week. A lot.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
I would just like to say, anyone out there, follow your dream. And we all make mistakes. I got last in the X Games, so keep trying, never give up.
Thank you.
This past Monday, after school, the news team went on a field trip to the WMBD news station. We got a tour of the station where we saw the sales room and the newsroom. We also got to peek in the control room where they control everything that goes on screen. We got to watch the 5 o'clock news, and at the end of the show, they even introduced us, and we were live on TV. Before we returned, Mrs. Sam and Mrs. Westner were nice enough to take us to McDonald's. It was a great experience.
On Wednesday, we all went to school for the 100th day. I can't believe it! The kindergartners celebrated with 100th day Jell-O and cookies. After they were done eating, they all met Zero the hero. He read a 100th day book to them, and everyone had a great time.
What was your favorite part about 100th Day?
The superhero.
Did you like this story he read to you? What was your favorite part about the Jell-O?
The sprinkles.
And do you like your hat? Is it fun to wear? And do you think you're going to have a blast today?
Thank you. On 100th day, there were a few other classes that had the privilege of meeting Bruce Bachman, who was 100 years old. He is Cameron and Ryland's great-great-grandpa. He talked about when he was a firefighter and when he owned his own business called Bruce's Trucking. It was very interesting.
We recently did a survey about siblings. Our question was, do you have a sibling? The results were 275 who have a sibling and 11 who don't. Thank you.
How long have you been a teacher?
I have been a teacher. I've been in the classroom for almost 30 years.
How big is your class this year?
My class this year, I have 16 students. We have a small group this year.
Do you like your class this year?
I love my class this year. Wonderful group of kids. I love my class every year, though.
Where did you go to school?
Well, I went to high school at Metamora High School, and then I graduated from Millikan University in Decatur, and then I got my master's at ISU in Normal.
Did you work anywhere else before the school?
I did. I worked for 12 years teaching kindergarten at Metamora Grade School before I came to Eureka.
What do you like to do for free time?
I love to read. I love to swim. I love to go on vacations. Anything outside I love to do.
Can you tell us about your family?
I have a husband who works here in Eureka at Sam Lehman. I have an older son, Jake, who is 20, and Zach, who is 15. He is still at the high school. He is a sophomore. And I have a dog named Scrappy and a cat named Chief. And the rest of my family is either in Metamora or St. Louis. That's where they're from.
What is your favorite book?
My favorite book is a book I read to children. It's Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Trivia. What is Miss Joetta's favorite candy? A. Gummy worms. B. Gummy bears. C. M&M's. Or D. Rock candy. The answer is C. M&M's.
Hi, I'm Kayla McLeod. Here's the weekend's weather. Today is going to be a frigid of 19 degrees but mostly sunny. Saturday, Groundhog's Day. There will be a 30% chance morning with the snow showers at the high at 31. Do you think the groundhog will see its shadow? Super Bowl Sunday will be the partly sunny with a high of 28. Don't eat too much guacamole! Here's the joke of the day. What would you get if you crossed the Groundhog Day with a puppy? Groundhog Day!
These are last week's birthdays. Benjamin Jablonski is Friday. Andrew Zimmerman is Saturday. Phelan McGinnis is Sunday. Brianna Wetzler is Monday. Bryson Wetzler is also Monday. Brian Stanfill is Wednesday. Lyra Harder is also Wednesday. Megan Ulrich is Thursday. And a special staff birthday too. Mrs. Oliver on Saturday and Mrs. Simpkins on Sunday. Connor Regan is on Saturday. John Standish is on Saturday. Kendon Cahill is on Sunday. Owen McLean is on Sunday. Xavier Money on Sunday. Isaiah Gontos on Tuesday.
Mason Keyser on Wednesday, and Isaac Stoller on Thursday.